You know the moment I'm talking about, right? That silent, internal, absolutely unbearable moment where something deep inside you just starts to scream. You feel it, that deep, gut-level feeling that you just can't keep living like this.
And right there, in that crisis, you come face to face with the most terrifying and honestly the most liberating truth you will ever hear. No one is coming to save you.
So let's talk about that unbearable moment. It's not some loud, dramatic breakdown, no. It's that quiet, heavy dread you feel on a Sunday night. It's that unshakable feeling that you cannot face another week of whatever this is. It's a scream you can't hit the snooze button on anymore.
What you're really feeling here is an invisible rupture. Think of it like a crack in your foundation. It's the gap between the person you pretend to be on that Zoom call, all cheerful and agreeable, and the person you actually are, who is just so tired of the performance. And that conflict, it's draining the life right out of you.
And what do most of us do when we feel this way? We start looking for an escape hatch. We wait. We hope for a new job, a different partner, some guru, anything to magically swoop in and fix it all. But let's be honest, are you just outsourcing your own rescue mission?
But here's the thing. This habit of waiting, it's not some personal failure on your part. Not at all. It's actually a symptom of a much, much bigger problem. We are all conditioned, from day one, to live a kind of lie, to choose conformity over our own authenticity every single day. In psychology, this is called the persona. It's just the social mask you put on to fit in. And think about it, our whole system is built to reward this mask. It pats you on the head for being obedient, for being predictable, and, let's face it, for being replaceable.
And this right here perfectly sums up the battle that's raging inside of you. On one side, you've got conformity. You get to be a safe, statistical cog in the machine. On the other side, authenticity, which is, the terrifying but absolutely essential journey to answering that call from your soul and finally becoming a whole person.
Now this is maybe the most important thing you're going to hear today. That empty feeling you have, that nagging sense that something's wrong, it is not a defect. You are not broken. It's a signal. It's your true self, your psyche finally cranking up the volume because that mask is suffocating the real you.
So if that feeling is a signal, what is it trying to tell you? It's a call to action. It's inviting you to embrace your own radical freedom. It's time to stop outsourcing your life and finally take the reins yourself.
You know, when the philosopher Nietzsche talked about the death of God, it wasn't some kind of celebration. It was a huge warning for every single one of us. He was basically saying, look, the era of looking to some outside authority, some boss, some system, some plan, for all the answers is over. And that forces us into a state of what we can call radical responsibility. This is the earth-shattering realization that you, and you alone, are the creator of your own meaning. And while other people might be responsible for your wounds, your healing, that is 100% on you. And I know that sounds heavy, but trust me, it's the ultimate form of freedom.
So the choice becomes incredibly stark. It's simple. You're standing at the edge of an abyss, and if you don't actively build yourself, piece by piece, you will sink. There is no treading water. There is no one else who's going to do the building for you.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, but how? How do I actually do this? How do you cross this massive abyss from the person I've been pretending to be to the person I'm actually meant to be? Well, it requires something called a psychic leap. And this leap, it really happens in 3 stages. First, you have to consciously, deliberately abandon the old story you've been telling yourself, the one that kept you small. Second, you have to start seeing fear not as a stop sign, but as a landmark. And third, you have to let yourself act before you have all the answers. Let action create the clarity, not the other way around.
And I really need you to let this one sink in. That feeling of fear, the voice in your head that's screaming it's too risky, it's too dangerous, that's not a warning to turn back. That is the signpost. It is literally the X on the treasure map telling you exactly where the transformation is buried. You have to walk toward it.
So you've done it. You've followed the fear, and now you're here. You've arrived at the edge. You are standing right on the line that separates the life you have from the one you were actually meant to live.
And you have a choice to make, right here, right now. You can turn back. You can go back to that normal life that is quietly, slowly making you sick. Or you can take a deep breath, look that fear right in the eye, and step across that line. You can finally start to truly, authentically live.
So this is it. It all comes down to this single moment. You have to make a choice, a conscious one. I want you to make a declaration right now, to yourself and to everyone else watching.
I want you to go down to the comments right now and write those 4 words. I choose to cross. Typing that out isn't just typing. It is a symbolic act. It's you taking back your power and sealing this decision.
And look, if you are serious about this, if you really felt that fire ignite inside of you while watching this, and you want to go so much deeper on this journey, check out the link to my ebook. It's right there in the pinned comment.
Just by watching this far, by feeling that pull, you have already taken the hardest, most important step. You've started. Don't stop now. Your real life is literally waiting for you on the other side.